evening, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Ride with Grayman Prepping. This is Gil, and welcome to the evening here. We got a lot of news articles and a lot that have been sent to me. Thank you guys, Kaylin, Suzanne, and others that have been sending me new stuff. All right, so we'll say hi to everybody first, so I'll get over to the comment section. So first one in was Walt Rogers, followed by Phelan Klein Wolf, then Teresa Buchanan, then Mother Earth Garden Club. Sorry, Sandy. Kaylin Strain, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Everybody's talking about the ads they were seeing. Shadow Scout Sweet is here. Good morning, sir. All right, we're going to pause here for a second. Boom. I've been going and doing a deep dive in a lot of these bus and vehicle fires and stuff on it. Some of them, they're being so closed mouth on what type of battery. Whether there's lithium, there's lithium phosphate, there's lithium iron phosphate. There's anyways, there's a whole bunch of different lithium type ones and stuff. Different makeups of them. The only thing I can find out in concurrence is it's right after they've been, either while they're being charged or right after they're being charged, because a lot of them happen at the charging stations, which leads me to conclude that they're trying to quick charge them, and the type batteries they have aren't supposed to be quick charged. The other one is right after they get done charging, they're still hot from being charged, and they put them to use, and that causes problems with certain types of batteries. Froze, and others extreme cold, which causes problems with certain batteries. Okay. Oh, before we go on this, harping on batteries and stuff, there were some scientist guys that were going over it and just totally bashing the green agenda of going to electric vehicles, and they said to produce enough materials to make the batteries for all the cars they want to make by 2030. It's going to take 75 years to do all the mining and stuff, to dig up the material, to make the batteries, to do it, because it takes 5,000 pounds of materials to make a 1,000 pound battery. So anyways, just a little stuff for you. All right, so Tammy Harder is here. Suzanne Galea is here. Diana 2 is here. Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man's here. John's Life is here. Hey, Johnny. And yeah. So, yeah. So, yes, I'm over here at the Daily Planet, and we got some stuff to cover here. So let me get the news up here. I got 19 articles from multiple sources to go over here. The first one came out last Friday. Just so want to go back to California and strangle some idiots, but that would be inappropriate, so I'm not going to do that. And I don't advise anybody else to do that. We have to follow the law. Hopefully I won't get dinged for that. Okay, here's the headline. If ICE comes to school, California issued guidance for teachers and staff. I'll give you I'll issue you guidance too. Stay the frack out of their way and let them do their job. And if you don't want them doing their job, well, then maybe you ought to go try doing their job, because you're definitely doing your job properly in California. Oh, cool. All right. The first one is my favorite brand, or my favorite mode. So yeah. I was just looking for a new shoulder holster for my Smith & Wesson Model 28, which is a 357 Highway Patrolman, in the N frame, the big massive frame. All righty, so that one's there. Mark that one out. This next one, I got to go back into it and look at it here. Okay. I hate it when it tries pushing ads on it. If they show you the thing and just you go to click on it, do it. All right. Cal exit. So the headline was Cal exit initiative clears hurdles. And then they have down below in the email here from the patch, they got a whole bunch of them, and it's down here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down, but it was the lead one. All right, this is a little bit different than what I thought it was. New, quote, Cal exit, unquote, bid for California secession approved for a signature gathering in effort to put the measure on the ballot. And I believe it's the left wing nuts that are pushing this, trying to get California to secede from the U.S. Unfortunately, California's constitution prohibits that. So the initiative has been cleared for gathering signatures. Utterly stupid from the left wing nuts. Grammy Karen's in the house. Hey, Grammy. And yeah, so that's that one. Other stupidity from the wing nuts. Okay. However, now this one here, I am behind this one, but I don't think it goes far enough. California to crack down on ultra processed foods like chips, cookies, drinks, and meats. Where? In schools. That's all the headline said was just and meats. But if you go into it, it's cracking down on them in schools. Not for the public, not for anybody else, just for the kids while they're in school. Froze, sorry. They need to just crack down on them, period. And start getting rid of the thing is, though, I bet they're not going to crack down on the really nasty stuff like the heart healthy bullshit seed oils. All right. California snowpack falls below the normal. What to expect? What to expect from a weak La Nina winter? However, I got to go up to the top here. The last email I got this afternoon, about 4 hours ago, atmospheric river to kick off a series of storms in California. Geez. By the time the series of storms goes through, guess what? They're going to be above their snow level again. Yeah. All right. I mentioned this, which was it, Tuesday? Either Tuesday or, let me see when this, yeah, it had to be on Tuesday. China's DeepSeek sparks fears because on Monday, DeepSeek was released and it crashed a lot of the stock markets. DeepSeek is an AI program set up and stuff that costs a tenth of what everybody else is spending here in the U.S. Of course, they do have slave labor over there, although no one wants to admit it. Well, it's not slave labor. They're given a few pennies a day. And so, yeah, so DeepSeek is supposedly better than chat, whatever the heck the three initials are after it. You know, I hate three-letter acronyms. Those are TLRs, you know, three-letter acronym, you know, or TLAs, three-letter acronyms. Anyways, so that one was actually in the Epic News newsroom. Let's see. They are crying over this next one in California. They are crying over it. Oh no, we can't do that. ICE in Northern California, Immigration's Customs Enforcement in Northern California arrested Guatemalan man convicted of lewd acts with a child. Gee, and they're crying for him. It's not his fault. He's a map. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, they're just crying over. Oh, the bad guy's ICE went after him and caught this bad child. I mean, this good child molester. That's what one person said on one of the little blips they put up there before TikTok came down. And I can't show it anymore because TikTok went down. And anyways. Yeah. Next one here. Kaylin sent me this one. Trump wants to label drug cartels as terrorist organizations. And then here's what it means in practice. And of course, reading it's like, not exactly true. But it did get somebody south of the border moving and, against the cartels more. This one is, it just shows how things are going on in the plant world. Scientists warn invasive spongy moth could decimate trees on the West Coast. And in the article, let's see, let me bring this up here, open this a new one here, there it goes. This is it says by iHeartRadio. And so I'll show a picture of the spongy moth here. That's the spongy moth. There's 5 of them. Yeah, 5 of them there on the bark. And spongy moth feeds on over 300 tree and shrub species. Its spread is exacerbated by global warming. Really, as cold as it's been, it's global warming. Oh, anyways. Which weakens the effectiveness of the something or other fungus, a natural predator that requires cooler climates. Well, I think that I can't even pronounce this here. Entomophaga, entomophaga, then Miamiga fungus. Anyways, wow, as cold as it's been getting, that fungus ought to be getting a good growth spurt here, Anyways, the California Department of Food and Agriculture has issued an emergency proclamation to eradicate it by 2026. Well, we know how California's proclamations work. All right, Glenn, How to Garden is in the house. Woohoo! Randy is here. Cool. I was waiting for Mark to say something. But yes, Mark's not in here. He's got some stuff to do. He's got meetings and stuff where he's got to, today and tomorrow. So he's he's not able to come out here and hang out. Yeah, use the spongy moth to clean dishes. And to scrub your toilet and to scrub out your bathtub. Yeah. Anyway, so that's a spongy moth thing there going on in there. All right, let's get back up here. Okay, so this one has hitting Tennessee Tactical Ones here. Hey, Jeremy. All right. This next one here, I can see the writing behind the walls. I can read between the lines. I can see behind the curtain. I know what's going on in this one, especially with all the news press conferences that the Great Nuisance has been doing. Newsom bends coastal zoning rules to help fire victims quickly rebuild. The Great Nuisance signed an executive order to suspend all permitting requirements under the California Coastal Act. What that means is all permitting in a burnt out zone has been, but guess what? Certain companies have been coming in, buying up property that was owned by people, that were against the 15-minute city, smart city. And this is where they want to put the 15-minute smart city. I'm not going to name names because the platform's not going to like it if I name names, Bill Gates. And some others, that they're buying it up. And since they're buying it and it's in the burn zone, they can have all that permitting stuff bypassed to do quick push for getting things started and going. And yeah, so, we're going to help the people by suspend these, all these permitting regulations and stuff so you can do it quick. We'll continue, and he says, we will continue to remove barriers and red tape that stand in the way, Newsom said. We will not let over-regulation stop helping the LA community rebuild and recover, i.e. put in a 15-minute city. Yeah. As soon as they started buying up these big people, a certain, dark-colored rock and, Mr. Anyways, I'm not going to, anyway. By all these, these certain rich people start buying up all this land and stuff, all of a sudden, they're taking away all the barriers for them, so they get right on in there and get stuff done. And one of the permitting processes is for going on in there that has been suspended is the environmental impact report has been suspended during this time of emergency rebuilding. Jeez, I really, yeah. And this is another one, and this is, alert, quote, quademic, unquote, of illnesses hit California emergency rooms. And what is the quademic? Let's see. The respiratory V is called RSV, is on its way up. Influenza A is on its way up. The red dragon levels are low, but coupled with neurovirus, common head cold, offer a quadruple threat. They had to throw the head, they had to go give the common head cold its scientific name of neurovirus to make it sound more scary. So yeah, they're saying and these are all tests from wastewater surveillance shows. These activities high for these. Hey, Ron, the Green Wizard's in the house. The and the thing is, having helped design and build wastewater treatment plants and stuff for 15 years, you get a contaminant in there until it goes through a certain process. That stuff's going to spread all over the place where they take the samples before it goes to decontamination. So that stuff's growing and cooking on its own. There could be no more coming in it, and they can say, we got an increase. No, you don't. You just have it percolating in your petri dish there. Those big, things there in California, they're like, giant petri dishes. So yeah, and what's from the numbers, the real numbers and stuff. And I called one of my old colleagues and stuff. He goes, it's below normal. But they, yeah, the norovirus is what they call the common head cold. Sinuses stuff, just normal stuff. All right, let's go back here. Let's see here. Alert! Warning! Quote, chaos and confusion, unquote, as federal funding freezes threatens California. What to know? What to know is they're clamping down on the free giveaways, guys. You ain't going to be able to give all this free money away to illegal aliens. Next headline here. ICE sightings across northern California. Yeah, they're told to go back to work and they're doing their job. Of course you're going to see them. All right, next one here. This was sent to me by Kaylin. Bill requiring Iowa high school students to pass citizenship tests heads to the House floor. And I went into this. And I listened to some of the links to some of the news things and stuff. And I think that some of the ones arguing against this have the right thing. They say rather than just doing that one semester and making them take a test to pass, to try to learn everything one semester and take a test, make it a full senior year. You got to take, state and federal history, so you know the history and stuff. Duh. I mean, when I went to school, we had history in 8th and 9th grade, and then we had history in 11th and 12th grade. And we had state, and we had 1 year of state, 1 year of federal. I mean, and the earlier years were all federal history, learning all about the Revolutionary War, Civil War, the Transcontinental Railway, all the stuff going on, all the War of 1812, everything. And a lot of kids nowadays don't even know any of that. Okay. California listeria recall, contaminated broccoli. Let's see. Let me get in that one. Let's see what. California broccoli. Find out what store it's at here. I believe it was just one store when I looked at it earlier. Okay, nearly 6,000 cases of 12-ounce packages of washed and ready-to-eat florets were sold at Walmart. Just Walmart. It's the only one. Froze. Walmart stores in Alaska, Arkansas, Arizona, California, California East, Colorado, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. Oh, they tracked it that well. And this is by, okay, it has a best use by date of December 10th. And this just came out this week. A month and a half after the best use by date of this broccoli. You have to recall it. It's all been it already. Let's see what we got here. Close that one down. Anything else here? Back over here. All right. Iowa, oh, another one from Kaylin here. Iowa ban on food additives in schools advances past committee. And so this is get into it here. It's education, this Iowa legislation's education committee passed House Study Bill 5 on Wednesday. The impact on diet on congenitive function cannot be overstated. Synthetic dyes have shown to potentially exacerbate hyperactivity. Attentive issues, really, in children. By removing these from school meals, we are directly contributing to the classroom environment where students can better focus and learn. How about expanding that to everywhere in the state, period? That way the meal the kids eat at school, at home before they go to school, is free of these additives from Fruit Loops and other sparkly, colorful cereals and stuff. And if they get rid of that when they eat it at home, they're going to come to school with a more clear head. They need to expand this. It's a step in the right direction, but they need to expand it to be it's illegal to sell food with these dyes in them, period. I also saw an article that I didn't get the thing on it on one of the real articles, news articles, that they are the manufacturers of the food dyes and stuff are changing the name. So it says, band numbers 40, red 40, and yellow 7. Well, we don't make that anymore. We now do a magenta 4 and a golden 3. Same stuff, but we changed the name, so it's not the same one. These guys, these type people need to be taken out and just horsewhipped and put in stocks and let everybody throw their contaminated food at them. Okay, this last one. Next I'm going to skip. We're going to circle back to it. ATF accused of circumventing Trump's order to place didn't earn it staff, DEI didn't earn it staff on paid leave. The person who was in charge of the DEI, whatever the branch was called in the ATF, was prior to that, when the guy that resigned because he was going to be fired, changed her title to, hang on, let me get in here and look at it here. So I actually pull it up and give you it here. As a chief diversity officer before her title was changed on the website this week to senior executive. That's a senior executive. And this is Lisa T. Boykins' thing, yeah. They're hiring so many didn't earn it, left-wing didn't earn it into the ATF. That's why they're so screwed up and able to they can do stupid stuff. This next one is the most stupidest piece of legislation coming out of California this year so far, and probably for the rest of the year. Sponsored by the Wiener. Yes, his name is Wiener. Let me get in here to it. Senator Scott Wiener, for state senator, not national senator from California, state senator. The bill's lead author says residents and insurance companies shouldn't be the only ones to bear the cost of the fire. Let's allow them to sell big oil companies who had nothing to do with the fire. Hey, Suladeen, welcome. Yeah, so basically they're saying the new bill, they introduced a new bill that would allow insurers and victims to sue fossil fuel companies for damages. That is got to be the stupidest thing out there. Hey, Belt Loop, good to see you, sir. And so, yeah, so Oh, let's sue the oil companies and make them raise gas prices more. And it says fossil fuels companies knew this was going to happen. Yeah, they tried telling you did nothing. I think we all ought to be able to sue Scott Wiener and the rest of the left-wing nuts there in California for allowing it to happen. All right, last article. This is where this one's going to get weird here, folks. Everybody's heard about what happened back at Reagan National Airport there, back east, the ground stop and everything else. So, and I've been watching a lot of the posts, and some of the posts are just absolutely stupid people. Oh, it's a conspiracy! It's a conspiracy! That the helicopter flew right into the path of it directly. No. So I've watched several people pulling up flights showing the things, and they showed the one coming straight in towards the one runway, and then it veered over, took the path, and was turning. I go, why was it turning? Well, because it was actually scheduled to land on this other runway, and that's the flight path to land on the other runway. The plane was following the flight path, right, left, okay. The helicopter was on visual, and the plane was on instrument navigation. The helicopter was on visual navigation. On visual navigation, the helicopter has to stay to the east side of the Potomac at less than 200 feet. It was at 150 feet, thereabouts. So it was where it was supposed to be. The plane was supposed to be coming in at 400 feet. The plane was down at 150 feet. So all these conspiracy guys says, the helicopter did it. The helicopter did it. No, the helicopter was where it was supposed to be, and the plane just came in where it wasn't supposed to be and hit the helicopter. So, all right. William Dawes. No, I'm not. Well, I mean, it sounds familiar, but it doesn't jump out. I can Google here in a second. But yeah, I'm at the top. So let me go ahead and bring up a page here. I'll look that one up. Now, what Dean's saying there about the crew up the airport in the tower was not the usual staffing levels. They were not at the usual staffing levels. They were understaffed, but they were being polite about saying not the usual staffing levels. So that one there is William. Where's it? Man, it's running here. D-A-W. William Dawes, American military officer. Yes, William Dawes. Okay, that's what he was. One of the 4 that were made the midnight ride, starting at 9 o'clock. Yeah, and there were 3 guys and a girl. Okay, I knew it's familiar. I just didn't. It wasn't current, so it didn't jump out. It was historical. That's why it didn't jump out at me. Yeah. So let's see. Go drop that in there. No, it's just I just want to see sometimes people come with some really cool things on it. And, yeah. So the midnight ride is actually a the legend is not as interesting as the true story. I saw several reels showing rainstorms going on, so I'm not sure there's any storms going on. There might be any firestorms going on. There may be some down by San Diego, but the LA area, from the ones that everyone was saying that fires are being put out by the rain. But however, like the one spot that it started up on, there's Lewis. Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Right.
Where the one fire started out, there was a fire the week earlier, and the ground was so hard and dry. The fire department, went out there for the next several days to check on looking for a flare up, because as the manzanita and the other stuff catches fire, it goes down into roots, and it'll burn in the roots for a while. And they got one fire guy there they were interviewing about it, saying it can burn up to 2 weeks underground and flare up again. Well, that's what happened for the one spot, but the others, all these others starting up, and they found out there was an arsonist involved. So, but yeah, I'm not sure how many of them are still going.
Yeah, when we had our fires up here in Canada, the same thing was happening. The roots and the trunks inside and the roots were all burning and stuff like that.
I mean, that's like, I'm trying to remember where it is now. For 40 years, there's been a peat fire burning. I forget where it's at. And I know there's one been burning for 30 years in California, in Contra Costa County, out by Brentwood, which is, I mean, we used to drive out to Brentwood to go out to the orchards out there to get cherries and apricots and stuff. But that one's been burning for a long time out there, 30 years there, and there's another one's been going for 40 years somewhere else. And then there's a coal mine fire that's been going for like 75 years. Prepper 101 is here. Oh, okay. Hang on. Did I save that? I showed it on Tuesday. There is a shoot. I don't think I saved it because I showed it and I didn't save it for tonight. There is a reel on Facebook showing all these years of once in a century fire in Southern California, starting back in 1959. And then again in 67, and then again in 72. And yeah, and there's been like 8 of them that, once in a century fire. No, it's a common thing. What I miss here? Everyone just commented. Yeah, Prepper, I got that one. Yeah, but how big are some of those incidents? Some of them are looking at them like 3/4 of an acre. They're just little fires. And that's the thing is CAL FIRE only reports so many, and then the National Forest Service reports others because it's in the National Forest. CAL FIRE doesn't report on it. All right. No, I'm not. Where was it? I saw that. I was going to answer that question. 10 or more acres. I can't find it now. Well, let me take a look see here and see what I got here. I got that there. I'll open up another one here.
Yeah, the last couple of days, we've got a substantial amount of snow up here. in Ontario. Like 2 feet.
All right, let's see here. All right, so yeah, it says, let me share this here. So this is Cal Fire. Yeah, 319 fires, total acres burned, total string. This is not sure how many, going in here. Let's go down here and see what it says. Incident, Palisades. Palisades is 98% contained, and it's 23,500 acres. The Easton Fire is in Los Angeles, 14,000 acres, 99% contained. The Hughes Fire in Los Angeles is 10,000 acres, 100% contained. The Border 2 Fire in San Diego is 6,000 acres, 100% contained. Let's go look into going to get me to click on maps. That's just show me the type there. There we go. See what fires we got going on. And just zip in here. There's the Easton Fire. There's the Palisades. There's the Hughes Fire. Those are the ones listed. This little one here. Let's see. Oh, dang. If all these little red dots, arrows here are fires, yeah, I can see stuff going on there.
How far away is California from like Canada, say, like the border?
All right, it depends. Well, this is Southern California. So from from LA to San Francisco is approximately 400 miles. From San Francisco to the Oregon border is about 500 miles. Then you got all of Oregon to go through and all of Washington to go through, and then hit the Canadian border there by over by Howie.
Okay, now how come we can't see some like is there a lot of smoke? How come we can't see it over here?
Because it's blowing the wrong way. It was a lot of it was blowing out to the ocean, which is why the fires burned to the ocean.
Okay, all right. Because you remember the fires up here in Canada about a couple of years back? You guys could see the smoke.
Yeah, it all depends which way the fire's doing. This is the. Come on, give me the. It's not telling me what that particular fire there is. Anyways, back out. Let's see if I can get something else here going. It will show me what the fires are. Yeah, it's only just showing these major ones here right now. No, I'm not going to load it as a CBS spreadsheet. That takes too long. But here you can go back and look at incidents by year, going back to 2016. Yeah, it's not, let me see what that shows here. Is that going to the same map or not? Yeah, it's the same map, just a bigger version of it. And you see, there's the fires down there, and there's the border between Canada and the U.S. up here, the top of the map. So, anywho. So let me see here. Let me do it this way here. I'm going to bring up this thing here. LOSA, Los Angeles, city in California. Bring up that map. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to have some fun here, folks. And it's struggling to open it up because of. close something here. Okay, so all right, take it to a little one here. All right, so we're going to go measure distance. And we're going to, all right. So I'm measuring, let me bring it up here. There we go. I'm measuring distance from Los Angeles up by San Francisco up here. And that's 343 as the crow flies, not as you drive. Up to the border is now 625 miles from Los Angeles. So you're looking at 894 to the Washington-Oregon border and to the Canadian border. You're looking at 1,100 miles approximately. So if I go ahead and see if I can click to remove, I'm going to remove somebody so we just get a straight shot going up there. So you're looking at a straight shot, 1,050 miles. That way, and if I move it over this way, wait a minute, let me get rid of that point. There we go. If I move it straight north and south, we're looking at 1,030 miles from LA to the Canadian border. Yeah.
It's all a day and a half's drive.
Well, to go from, let me move this, to go from there, come on, I don't want to Idaho. I'm looking to right here. This is 500 miles as the crow flies from my wife's house to my house. It's actually 800 miles because nothing straight. You got to go up to Tahoe, back down, across, over this way here, up that way. Yeah, you're driving every which way but loose. And so it takes me 11 to 12 hours depending on traffic to drive from there to there, to drive 500 miles. And that's twice the distance as the crow flies, but you got to follow the roads. And some of these roads up in here are not straight. Interstate 5 does not go straight up through there. And if you go up through 97, you're going, yeah. All right, Beltwood, take care. Yeah. So there's But news-wise, all in all, receiving stuff from all over the place. You put in your real name there. You're getting brave there, Lewis.
Yeah.
There was some good news, and there were some really stupid news, and there was some trying to do good, but only going half. So I'm going to say it as my mom and grandma used to say it. You're doing things half-ass. Yeah, they weren't going far enough on these laws. I can see them; they're just trying to make baby steps, get the one done, and then build on that law and build on that law to get rid of these color dyes and high processed foods and stuff. And of course, Newsom's saying hot dogs are one of the most highly processed meats there are out there. No, it's not. It's just like sausage. They just grab the stuff, run it through the grinder, pack it in the casing. They're not processing it a lot, not like some of the lunch meats. Oh, some of those other lunch meats, the sliced ones and stuff, that where they take the stuff and tear it apart, repack it, compress it, redo it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got bologna the other week. Last time I was out grocery shopping, and it was a tube thing. I had to slice it up. I did a video on it. Man, I haven't bought that stuff for a while.
Yeah.
The taste of it, holy crow! I ever wonder why I bought it.
it's amazing how your mind plays tricks on you when you eat something you used to eat all the time, and oh, that used to so good, and you don't eat it for quite a while, a year or two or more, and you go back and eat it. It's like, oh, because you've cleansed your body somewhat now as you got smarter and older, and you're not eating all that crap, and now the crap tastes like crap.
Yeah, because what I'll normally do, they got the particular grocery mall they had it, the one I went to for that. But I go to Walmart and they got the small hams and like that, and the pork shoulders like that, right? In the vacuum sealed bags there, and
Yeah.
for to slice up for salmon. And I've been buying that like since the Red Dragon started, right?
Yeah.
And watching some of you and some of these other channels, right? And they didn't have that, so I just picked that. Oh well.
All right. So I'm bringing up the National Weather Service here for the county seat of Contra Costa County, Martinez, home of the Martini and the lowrider car. So right now it's 46 degrees there. It's been drizzling. It was drizzling yesterday. 100% chance of rain tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 90% Saturday, 80% Saturday night, 80% Sunday, 70% Sunday night, and not giving the percentages for Monday or Monday night. But this is part of that storm system that's hitting California, or at least Northern California. So let's take a look here at LA, Los Angeles. I like how fast this thing gives you stuff. Los Angeles itself is just getting fog at night, cloudy during the daytime. Let's see anything there. Okay, so Monday night is rain, slight chance of rain Monday night. Tuesday, slight chance of rain, mainly after 10 a.m. So daytime rain, that's good. Rain likely Tuesday night. Chance of rain Wednesday, chance of rain Wednesday night, chance of rain Thursday. So they're going to be getting the rain later on. So that storm system's moving down south towards them. But yeah, at least the temperatures down there are cooler. The highs are down in the 60s, not in the 80s. So the final wrap up on some of those fires is going to be a lot easier on the firefighters. Caitlin says she's getting more rain coming where she's at tonight. And let me pop back here twice. All right, so where I'm at, we got tonight, partly cloudy. Tomorrow, snow is after 5 p.m. Snow likely, but mainly after 5 p.m., mostly cloudy. Tomorrow night is snow before 11 p.m., then rain and snow. Saturday is rain and snow. Saturday night, rain and snow. Sunday is 50% chance of snow. Less than 1/2 inch possible. So I'm expecting 3 inches of snow. If it says less than 1/2 inch possible, it's 1 to 3 inches. If it says 1 inch, 1 to 1.5 inches, it's about 5 inches. We've learned that. Yeah. Multiply by 3.
Oh yeah, we got snow not last night, but the night before last and the night before that, and it to about a foot. Between I figure about between both snow.
You're going Mr. Roboto there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Tammy Harris says it was 52, which is very odd for January. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to bring something else up over here really quick. Go over here to my weather folder, bring up the jet stream. Let's see what the jet stream's doing here. Okay. Oh no. Fortunately for me, let me reach in my pockets here. Okay, so my left pocket, I got keys. In my right pocket, I got a second set of keys.
You know how
Yeah,
many times my mother has done that, but she's left the car running
yeah,
when I was a kid?
yeah. Well,
And
around here right now, people leave the cars running because they got their key fobs.
yeah,
So they just, it locks, they leave it running, they go into the store, come back out, and instead of the car being now down at 5 degrees, oh, good, it's 40 degrees in here. It's really nice and warm.
yeah, this is like going back like 30 some years ago when she had me, when me and my little sister were kids, right?
Yeah,
And both my parents had spare sets of keys, but the problem was both sets of keys were with either parent. So my mom had a set of keys for her car, my dad's car, and
yeah.
then my dad had a set of keys for his car and my mom's car. So she'd normally call up the old man and say, "Hey, need the keys."
Well, that this is one thing I do like, but it also scares me about the new car, about the Nissan Murano. It doesn't. It does. There's no ignition key. It's a push button start, and which is interesting because if the battery dies in the key fob, I got one here pulled apart because the battery went dead on my backup one here, so I got it pulled apart. But it has a key in it that slides out. Well, so I can use this to get, if the battery dies on the key fob, I can still get in the car, but I haven't tried it yet with leaving the other key fob in the house, whether or not it'll let me, once I get in, whether the car will start or not, just by pushing on you got to push the brake pedal and then push the start button, whether it'll start without the key fob being around. That I got to check out. But yeah, I got a new battery coming to replace that battery. And yeah, they wanted $87 to replace the battery up at the Nissan dealer, and I'm getting a 5-pack of these batteries for $487 off of Amazon.
That'd be interesting to see if it starts without the battery thing in there, Gil, because
Yeah, I think I'm going to try that tomorrow. Do a little video on that tomorrow.
Because a buddy of mine, he has the same thing in his truck, where the keys he's the push start, right? But the keys got to be so far away or so close to the truck in order for it to work. If he's too far away, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I found out this thing was dead this morning because I had spare one hanging in here. I went to start the car. Why ain't the doors? Why is it going beep 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 when I push lock the doors? Because you got to push lock the doors and then immediately push the crank button to turn the car over, and nothing was happening. So I had to go get the other one. But yeah, so we'll find out tomorrow. I'll take if I get out there tomorrow morning before it starts snowing, set the camera up, and I'll do a little video on that. Lucky, yes. Free lunch for his trouble, yeah. For years until I got back into law enforcement and went to work for Homeland Security. I had a belt loop thing, retractor on it, had all my keys on it and a bunch of other keys and stuff too. Yeah, I used to, always do that.
Yeah, even with my house keys, I got 2 sets of keys. I got one set of key always outside, just in case. I got the bad tendency of putting my keys down somewhere and then leaving and locking the door. You know, it's not like I locked.
I got one of those little magnet things on my pickup that has a spare key in it as well. I haven't put one on the car yet. The to buy a replacement fob here, to get back out to buy this fob. The cheapest I can find it was on Amazon, and it was $20 for my year was $25. It's a 5-button one, and so, but I got to take it to a locksmith or to the dealership to get them to program it. So I got to I got to check with Curtis, neighbor across the street, to find out where is a good locksmith that it's not going to charge me an arm and a leg, my firstborn, to do it. But interesting on this, I don't know if anybody knows that I can just feel a button here. I can push the button, and my key pulls right out. Come on, get back in there. There we go. But that'll be interesting to find that out. But here's what the Jetstream's doing. This is weird. So the red up above is all up in Canada, starting to dip down, and it the upper one comes through and hits it hits the fingers of the mitten, Michigan, comes on across and clips all of New York State and the northeast corner of Pennsylvania and on up through Maine. But the one coming through the bottom here, it comes up through Texas, and it turns and it hits and it goes skirts over Indiana and starts dropping down to a little bit of Indiana and Ohio and into Pennsylvania and Maryland. But and you see this jet stream. This is the upper jet stream here. So yeah, we're getting some unusually warm weathers coming up here for some of the areas. And what's coming in here in California is actually circling. Is it going to allow me to drag? No, it's not going to allow me. This one doesn't allow me to drag it around. But it's circling up from the south before it comes into the on the left-hand side here, it comes into view or starts curling down. But let's so here's going through Friday at 2 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 p.m. Friday, 8 p.m., and it's changing, folks. So this is what's coming on. So Saturday, 2 p.m., Sunday, 2 a.m. Now we're getting more of a direct east to west with a lower or high spot. I'm not sure which one it is up here in Canada, and the same thing down here on Baja, California. And it's just going west to east across here. And look at Tuesday morning. So what's going to be happening here on Tuesday and Wednesday? This stuff's coming slightly, it's coming not straight east, but from the south to the east a little bit here, across the western states, and it bumps up a little bit. So that's bringing warmer temperatures up here from off the offshore there. And it's also going to be bringing more moisture straight across. That's part of the atmospheric river, straight shot from Hawaii. And now we're starting to mix things up a little bit, starting to get pressures changing up here in Canada. And back to the beginning. All right, so that was so this is Sunday, February 9th. That's what we're looking like here. Things starting to change. So
yeah, we could use a little snow meltage up here.
Yeah.
The one bank that I got along my driveway, it's averaging from my waist to my shoulder.
Oof. Yeah, since we're expecting snow tomorrow, I went out today and some of the area where we had a little bit of rain had washed some of the smaller pieces of salt off the driveway. I spread more salt out there. Tomorrow I'll be putting a heavier pathway of salt where the grandkids walk across, because they're coming across tomorrow, because tomorrow's my daughter's end of the month work day. She works tomorrow, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So yeah, so I'm gonna have grandkids, most of the days next week. So, but I need to make sure they can walk across without tracking in 2 inches of snow into the mud room. Yeah. Oh shoot. The big ski resort up there. Up above Sandy and east of Sandy and Draper and that. Shoot. I can't think of the snow. The thing up there. Alta. Okay. And what's the other? There's Alta. And what's the other big ski resort there in Utah? Brighton. Okay. But yeah, I mean, they're probably not doing too good for skiing this year. I know up there, Heavenly Valley, and because I drive by every time I drive by all of these friggin' ski resorts, going up through the Sierras. They were all going, "Oh, we got great snow, and then it stopped. Park City, yeah, Park City. There it is. Thank you, Philadine. Yeah, my sister used to go up to Park City when she lived up there in Utah. Now she's down in Texas. Yeah, she says it's too cold in the snow anymore. And what happened? They got snow down there in Texas. She's in a town called Spring, just north of Houston. She thought I think she thinks I was poking fun at her when I asked her, "All right, what did you get much snow? What's going on? Are you getting freezing temperatures? Are you okay?" I think she thought I was poking fun at her because of what was going on weather-wise. Yeah, this is the next 2 weeks is going to be interesting weather-wise. Someone was saying about Valentine's Day or shortly after Valentine's Day, we're supposed to get another big cold push coming down. And as you saw by the 9th, there things are starting to mix up there in Canada, over there, especially over around you, Lewis. Let me see if I can bring that back up again.
Oh, nothing will surprise me when it comes to the weather.
Yeah. Let me put this. Come on, there we go. Get this back over here on this side here, and put it on the
I've seen it so much snow when this going back maybe 20 years now at least.
Yeah,
we've seen so much snow one year where I was working for a plowing company, doing like farm driveways and that, and we had to get a skid steer in with a bucket and tracks and start moving some of the snow. We had to call in tractors, farmers with tractors with the snow thrower, and do along the edge of the driveway because we had nowhere to put snow. And this was like February or very early February, this time of the year.
Yeah, so when you look over here, you see that up here in the upper left corner, that blue and white, they're coming down again, and the low pressure system there bringing stuff down, and it starts moving down, and that's where it ends. It's just going to keep moving down here into New York and New England area there. But then you got you really can't see it unless you got a big screen like I do. Over here where my cursor is moving, you can see my cursor up there moving. It's almost coming straight down the lines with the arrows on it coming down. So that's bringing cold down. That's going to start pushing this whole thing down. The 10th and the 11th and the 12th. So by the time we get to the 15th, it should be pushing another cold front down to the Gulf of America.
Yeah, and then I've seen winters where there was so little snow, but
Yeah.
so cold, where it was the farmer that I was renting off of said that he wouldn't be surprised if the frost line went down 6 feet. That's how long it took him to get into his fields. Because it just, you can tell where the ground is darker, it's still wet. And he could tell, like, it might have been about a month. He was a month behind for his tractor work in the fields.
Yeah. Ooh.
But we had a lot of minus 30 that year, minus 30, 35. We even had some minus 40s that year.
Yeah. I got that one there. Let me change something up here. I'm going into my settings for a second here. I got to change my background.
This is in Celsius, so it might have been like, I don't know what in degrees.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, I remember that spring because we had a freezing rain, and it was so bad we had a power failure for 3 days. And I was doing tree removal at the time for farmers to get trees out of their fields and along tree lines, right?
Yeah.
And I would be turning it around and selling it as firewood. And I had people asking me to cut down trees that I didn't think that had to be cut down on power lines. One of them was in a house. So it was bad that year.
All right. So let me get that out of the way there. Yeah, because right now, tonight, all right, here's what's weird. The temperatures, I'm just bring this back up. So the temperatures showing here and what's showing down here for the projections have been way off. Like it was said it was supposed to be down to 1 degree last night, and the thermometer on here said -3, and the one outside said -5 before sun came up. So
do you think
and it is yet to reach our high any day for the last 2 weeks. It's always been about 5 to 6 degrees below the projected high. But it hasn't gotten down to the real, double-digit zeros, below zeros like we had 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I took out my thermal heat thing. I was inside the house. I got several videos on it, especially in the shorts, where I went out. I measured. Okay, we're at this in the house. Yeah. We're up there, the thermometer on the wall of the house. Yeah, that's what I'm reading here. Step outside. Ooh, -21, -23, -27. Outside on the garbage can sitting 5 feet away from the house. And that was under the cover. So, yeah, it's we're not as cold as we were then when we had that polar vortex 2 years ago. But it's, we're also not having the fluctuations we usually have, because right now it should, if this warm up like it did, we should have been up into the, we're finally getting up. Of course, it says the hot Friday, there's a high of 34. I'll believe it when I see that. Saturday says 39. All right, we might be above freezing on Saturday because we got rain coming in. 39 on Sunday. Monday. Hallelujah, hallelujah. 41 degrees. I'll believe that when I see it. But yeah. Whoa. Sunday night, the low is supposed to be around 33, above freezing. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. It's going to be below freezing. I don't see how it can be above freezing for the low. But if it does get up to above freezing for the low on Sunday night, that means that between Sunday night and Monday, and Sunday being 39, Monday being 41, we see most of our snow here melt and actually let the water have a chance to soak in to recharge the aquifer.
Yeah, I think other than the polar vortex we just had about a week or so ago, it's been relatively warmer here too, for the most part. Like not by much, but
yeah. Well, we'll see what happens here. You know, with how the La Nina is going to affect everything, bringing in the warm weather from the southern Pacific up here to us. We'll see what happens. My daughter was over here, and she wasn't wearing a jacket. I go, I'm looking at it, she goes, it's not below freezing, it's warm. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, so I gotta make my notes here. I gotta make a video tomorrow. Car video. Come on, get the late thing here. Car starting video. And I got a unboxing that I do to film as soon as I'm done here. I'll give you guys a hint what happened. I've noticed up on the roof where the house roof comes down and the roof from the patio cover is above it. You can look up there, you can see daylight and stuff. Well, the snow comes down, it likes to blow in here, but it likes to pack up there, even though I got all the heat tape up there and stuff. Sometimes when it comes down there, it comes over the roof from the south and just dumps on the north side of the roof there, where that gap is. Well, I went and ordered a stainless steel wrapped hose like you have underneath under your vanities and under the kitchen sink and stuff. But this is a garden hose that's 25 feet long with a jet nozzle on the end of it, and it's for high temperatures. So I can hook it directly to the hot water heater by the back door, run it out, and just spray up there on the roof and melt a lot of that snow really quick. And because I got two lines in the gutter, and I can go up there and feel it. All right, that actually feels not warm, but it's above freezing. You know, it's a lot warmer than the side of the house, and so the water will it'll melt all the snow there, and it'll run it down and out the thing and be gone with it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Yep, tomorrow night. Oh, okay. Speaking of that, all right. Let me get over here. So tomorrow night, I'm taking you all to scout camp tomorrow. We're going to go to Camp Wolfboro of the Boy Scouts of America, and we're going to study. We're going to study the Pioneering Merit Badge, which includes knot tying. And so tomorrow night, that's not tomorrow night. Actually, that's not tomorrow night. That's Saturday night. Tomorrow night is on Camp Patton Family Compound. Is what is your favorite homestead tool? For survival Saturday, we're going to scout camp for rope work, knowing your knots. Sunday on Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound. We're picking up a little bit off of last Monday. We were talking about proper freezing techniques. Well, this Monday it's clean out your freezer. Clean out your freezer. Get that stuff that you've put in there. Get it canned now. You've got extra meat in there. Time to cook it up and can it. And so we're going to be talking about cleaning out your freezer. Tuesday back here is one that Tammy Harder suggested, and it is off-grid laundry. We're going to talk about some of the hassles and ways to do off-grid laundry. Yep, and then of course we're back to the midnight ride next week. Yeah, I know knots are interesting. I like doing the magic knot where I take the rope, hang on to it. How'd you do that overhand knot? You never let go of the rope. So I'll be showing that to you there as well. All right, everyone. Yeah. We're going to wrap this up here. So let's see. Things to remind everybody about. Okay, yeah. Don't know. Every time I start to do the rule video for the indoor garden challenge, I get everything set up, and the grandkids come over, and then they start doing tag team. One will come over and start watching something, then another will come over, and they'll tag off, and it's like, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna have it, so it's gonna be interesting here. Maybe Saturday, since my daughter's not working, I can keep them all home. I can do some video recording. Anyway, so everyone remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out doing anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill every month. Work on your indoor garden. Just do videos of your harvesting and weighing it. And I'll get the thing out, the hashtag out here, hopefully maybe Saturday, and we will get things set up so you guys can know what the hashtag to put on your videos when you upload them. All right, everyone, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow on Camp Patton Family Compound.
Have a good night.